I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Insight into Chemical Engineering. In this lecture series, we will solve the unsolved problem of a famous book, Stoichiometry and Process Calculations by K.V. Narayanan. These lectures are helpful for chemical engineering students and step-by-step solution will be provided. In this lecture, exercise number 5.27 will be covered. Please like and subscribe for motivation. Problem number 5.27. A gas mixture analyzes 20% methane, 30% ethylene and rest nitrogen. Determine the molar volume of the gas at 100 bar and 375 Kelvin. First, using ideal gas equation, then we have to use van der Waals equation, and in part C, using mean compressibility factor, and part D, using pseudo-critical properties. So part A is very easy. So first we will use the ideal gas equation. So using ideal gas equation, we can write PV equal to nRT, and in term of molar volume we can write PVM equal to RT. So here Vm is molar volume, means volume per unit mole. Further we can write molar volume equal to RT by P. So in the problem, temperature is given, pressure is given, so we can find out the molar volume. So after putting all values, we will get molar volume. Now in part B, we need to find molar volume using van der Waals equation. So first we can write van der Waals equation. So here first we need to estimate these constants A and B. So here we have gas mixture, and in part B values of constants A and B are given for each component. So first we need to find effective value of A and B for the gas mixture. So we need to find value of A and B for gas mixture. So A for gas mixture can be estimated as summation yi ai raised to power 1 by 2 whole raised to power 2. So here yi is the mole fraction of ith component and ai is the constant for that ith component. B mixture can be written as summation of yi into bi. Now in the problem, individual values of A and B are given, so we can find A and B for gas mixture. So we can expand this thing, so we can write mole fraction of CH4 into constant value of A for CH4 raised to power 1 by 2 plus values for ethylene and values for nitrogen. So after putting all values, because in the problem we have given 20% methane, So mole fraction of methane equal to 0.2 and mole fraction of ethylene equal to 0.3 and rest is nitrogen. So we can find out nitrogen will be equal to 100 minus 20 minus 30. So it will come out 50. So mole fraction of nitrogen will become 0.5 and values of A for methane and for ethylene and for nitrogen are given in the problem. So after putting all values, we will get the value of constant A for gas mixture. In the same way, we can find the value of B mixture. So we will find out in next slide. So this is the value of A mixture that we have estimated in the previous slide. Now we can expand B mixture equal to mole fraction of CH4 into BCH4 plus mole fraction of ethylene into value of B for ethylene plus mole fraction of nitrogen into value of B for nitrogen. All these values are given in the problem. So after putting all values, we will get the value of B for gas mixture. Now we have estimated the values of gas constant. Now we can rewrite the van der Waals equation in cubic form. So this is the van der Waals equation. Here these are the values of A and B. So we will use the values of A and B for gas mixture. So here we will use these values. Instead of individual values, we will use the values for gas mixture. And in the problem, the total temperature and total pressure for gas mixtures is also given. So after putting all values, we will get this equation. Further, we can simplify this equation, and after simplification, we will get this equation. Now we will take the help of this website to solve the above equation, and we will get the value of molar volume. So this is the molar volume that we have obtained using van der Waals equation. So in part C, we need to determine the molar volume of gas using mean compressibility factor. And in the problem, the critical constants are given. So here we need to estimate the molar volume using mean compressibility factor. So first we can write the mean compressibility factor for gas mixture. So mean compressibility factor can be written as mole fraction of CH4 into Z value of CH4 plus mole fraction of ethylene into compressibility factor of ethylene plus mole fraction of nitrogen into compressibility factor of nitrogen. So in order to estimate the mean compressibility factor, first we have to determine the compressibility factor for CH4, for C2H4 and for nitrogen. So we will see that how we can estimate the compressibility factor for individual component. So here we need to find the compressibility factor for individual gases. Now in the problem, temperature of mixture and critical temperature of individual gases are given. So we can find out the value of reduced temperature, because in order to estimate or in order to read the generalized compressibility chart, two values of reduced parameter should be known. So in the problem, temperature is given, that is 375 Kelvin, and individual critical temperature is also given. So for methane it's a 190.6 Kelvin. So we can find out the value of reduced temperature for methane. So it will become given temperature divided by critical temperature of methane. But if we want to find out the reduced pressure, then in the problem total pressure is given and we want to find the reduced parameter for individual component. So which pressure should we use? Because this one is the total pressure. So we should use the individual pressure of methane, then we find out the reduced pressure, else we can use the total pressure. So in the problem, total pressure of gas mixture and critical pressure of individual gases are given. So here comes the question that shall we use total pressure of gas mixture as the partial pressure of individual components while estimating reduced pressure. So we can use both, we can use total pressure as well as individual pressure. So we will see in next slide how we can use total pressure or individual pressure. So in case 1, we will use the total pressure of the gas mixture. So for that, we are assuming that Amagat's law is applicable and volume are additives at constant temperature and pressure. Then we can write T critical already given in the problem and temperature is given. So we can write T reduced for CH4, and after putting values we will get 1.97, because there is no problem with a reduced temperature. So we can use this temperature. But in this case we have to use either total pressure or individual pressure. So in this case we are using total pressure when this Amagat's law is applicable. So P reduced equal to P total divided by P critical of methane. So after putting values we will get 2.17. Now we can find out T reduced for other component, that is for C2H4. So total total temperature is 375 and critical value of temperature is given in the problem. In the same way, we can write P reduced for C2H4 equal to P total divided by P critical. So after simplification, we will get 1.99. So in the same way, we can estimate the values of T reduced and P reduced for nitrogen. Now we have the reduced values for individual component. So using these TR and PR values, we can read the compressibility chart. So we will read the compressibility chart for individual component. So first, using TR and PR for CH4, we got the value of compressibility factor from generalized compressibility chart, that is ZCH4 equal to 0.95. If you don't know how to read generalized compressibility chart, then please go through my previous video. So in the same way, using TR and PR values of C2H4, we can read the chart and we will get the compressibility factor for C2H4 equal to 0.74. So in the same way, we can write the compressibility factor for nitrogen. Now we can estimate the mean compressibility factor because we have estimated the compressibility factor of individual components and already their mole fraction are given in the problem. Now after putting all values, we will get Z compressibility factor equal to 0.912. Now we can write Z as PVm by RT. So here Vm is the molar volume. Now we can estimate the molar volume because Z mean is known and temperature is given and pressure is also given. So we will use the pressure and temperature of gas mixture. So after putting all values, we will get the molar volume. So in case 2, we will use the partial pressure for estimating the reduced parameter. So in order to estimate partial pressure, we are assuming that Dalton's law is applicable so that we can evaluate Zi at given temperature and partial pressure of the component. So here we are only using the partial pressure and total temperature will remain same. So there will be no change in the TR values, only PR values will change. So we can write a reduced pressure for ith component equal to partial pressure of ith component divided by critical pressure of ith component. So in the previous case, here we were using total pressure of the gas mixture, but in this case we are using individual pressure. So further we can write the partial pressure as well as the mole fractions are related to the total pressure of gas mixture. So we can write mole fraction of ith component equal to partial pressure of ith component divided by total pressure, because we have to estimate this partial pressure for ith component, and in the problem yi is given, that is mole fraction, and P total for gas mixture is also given. So we can write P reduced for ith component equal to Yi into P total divided by P critical for ith component. Now we can estimate the all values, and values of TR will remain same. Only the value of PR will change. So first we will estimate the reduced pressure for CH4. So we can write mole fraction of CH4 into total pressure divided by critical pressure of CH4. Now after putting all values we will get 0.43. So in the same way we can estimate the reduced value for C2H4, and we can also find the reduced parameter for nitrogen. Now we have estimated the reduced parameter for individual component. Now we can read the generalized compressibility chart. So we will read the compressibility chart using reduced values. So we will get the compressibility factor for individual components. So using TRCH4 and PRCH4, we will get the value of compressibility factor for CH4. So in the same way, using reduced values of C2H4, we can read the generalized compressibility chart, and we will get the compressibility factor for C2H4 equal to 0.93. In the same way, we can estimate the value of compressibility factor for nitrogen. Now we can write the mean compressibility factor, because we have estimated the individual compressibility factor, and already in the problem the mole fraction of individual components is given. So after putting all values we will get the mean value of compressibility factor. Further we can write Z mean equal to PVM by RT. So from this we can estimate the molar volume. So after putting all values we will get the molar volume. In part D, we need to estimate the molar volume of gas using pseudo-critical properties. So in pseudo-critical properties, we will estimate the effective critical temperature and pressure. So we will find out the effective critical parameter. For effective critical temperature, we can write Tc equal to summation of Yi into Tci. So we can expand this, we can write Tc, which is critical temperature for gas mixture, equal to mole fraction of CH4 into critical temperature of CH4 plus mole fraction of C2H4 into critical temperature of C2H4 plus mole fraction of nitrogen into T critical of nitrogen. Mole fractions are given in the problem and T critical values are also given for individual component. So after putting all values, we will get the critical temperature for gas mixture. Now we can estimate the critical pressure for gas mixture. So we can expand this equation, and after putting all values we will get the pressure, that is PC critical pressure for gas mixture. So after putting all values we will get 4127.4 kilopascal. Now we can estimate the reduced parameter. So T reduce can be written as T by Tc. So here T is given in the problem, that is the temperature of gas mixture, and we have estimated the critical temperature for gas mixture. We can estimate the reduced pressure. So reduced pressure will come out as 2.4. Now using a reduced parameter, that is TR and PR, we can read the generalized compressibility chart. So after reading compressibility chart, we obtained the value of compressibility factor equal to 0.96. So this is the compressibility factor for gas mixture, because we have used the values of TR and PR which corresponds to gas mixture. Now we can write Z mixture equal to PVM by RT. So we can estimate the value of molar volume. So Z mixture just now we have estimated, and temperature and pressure for gas mixture are given in the problem. So after putting all values we got the value of molar volume.